Hello everyone, my name is Dr. Owens.
What is personal injury protection, or PIP?
That is something that I feel everybody should have on their car. It's one of the add-ons to your car insurance policy. How it works is this. It's your medical insurance. It covers your medical problems when you're in an accident, whether you're at fault or not. So let's say if you're in an accident, you get rear-ended. It's not your fault. Now you know you're covered. You get in a whiplash accident, you get severe rear-ended. You know you're covered. You've got that personal injury protection. What will happen is your insurance company will then go after the other insurance company for the money. You have very little hassles. Your insurance company will pay fairly well to help you handle your injuries. Let's say, for instance, it's not your fault. Let's say it is your fault. Let's say you fall asleep at the wheel and do a header into a tree. You can still use your personal injury protection, file a claim, and in most cases your insurance will not go up. And in fact, I believe, check with your attorney on this, I believe it's a law that your insurance cannot be increased because you use your personal injury protection, even if it's your fault. So personal injury protection covers your injury. In our office, if you were to come see me, we would bill your insurance company. If you were in an accident, we would bill your insurance company, and that covers all your medical expenses. So it's a great thing to have. I recommend everybody get it. It reduces all the hassles if you are in a car accident.
Dr. Owens, what is whiplash?
Oh, hey, Les. Whiplash is a term that for the action that the head goes through when you're in a car accident. It's frowned upon by attorneys these days. Kind of has a negative connotation. I'm really unsure why. It's just a descriptive term that, if you imagine the head was the end of the whip, when you get hit by a car, your head goes through those motions, and the spine would be helping to create that. The head would be the end of the whip because it weighs 12, 13 pounds in the average adult. So there's a lot of momentum that can occur. Nowadays we call it hyperflexion, hyperextension injuries, because some car accidents, whiplash per se, don't have one or two of these components. As maybe if you have your headrest set really correctly, you would only have the hyperflexion part of that injury. So you can avoid, with proper safety, with the newer safety implements that are in cars these days, you can help avoid some of this hyperflexion, hyperextension.
When would be a good time to consider using an attorney if I've had a personal injury?
I would consider using an attorney right away in most cases. There are times when you don't, there are times when you do. If you don't have personal injury protection, I would get an attorney immediately, because that means you're going to be going to see doctors, trying to get better. You're going to be incurring some expenses that are going to leave you a little bit on the line for those expenses. An attorney helps make sure the other insurance party, maybe the at-fault party, pays those bills. So if you're injured, let's say you get hit in a car accident, it wasn't your fault, but you don't have personal injury protection, I would get an attorney. That way you can, that attorney assures the doctors that they're going to be getting paid, and it also is an extra layer of protection that you, the patient, are not going to end up holding a big bill at the very end of all this. If you do have personal injury protection, it's sometimes necessary to get a lawyer as well. Some insurance companies have, over the last year, a few years especially, have taken a hard stance on patients in accidents, and they're willing to pay up to a certain extent, and then all of a sudden they say it's no longer medically necessary. And in which case, let's say you're hit in an accident, you have personal injury protection, and they're paying for a while, and then all of a sudden they stop paying. And then maybe they send you to an exam, an IME, independent medical exam, and they say you're just fine, but yet you're still hurting. At that point, and probably a bit before that, you really want to get an attorney to help argue your side of the point, because injuries can produce serious accidents. Even low-level injuries can produce, even 5 miles an hour, 10 miles an hour can produce up to 8 G's of force on the head. That's a lot of force, and that translates into damaged ligaments. You want somebody on your side to help, that knows the laws and can help you settle it fairly. And so those are the cases when I would consider an attorney. Most attorneys I work with give free consultations, and if in doubt, any doubt is there, I always send them over and say, hey, talk to them, and they'll give you a fair shake. So I'm Dr. Owens, and good luck if you've been in an accident, and if you want need any other help, give our office a buzz, and we'll see what we can do. Thank you for watching my video. Have a great day.